Live from NBC 25 in Flint, this is Mid-Michigan Now.
Good Friday evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Stella Daskalakis. We will hear from Mike a little later in the show. We begin tonight with a sad update on the man who went missing after attending the Michigan Renaissance Festival in Hawley last weekend. 22-year-old Jacob Angelus has been found dead in Crawford County. The Oakland County Sheriff's Office confirms deputies with the Crawford County Sheriff's Office found the body in a wooded area around 11:30 last night. Foul play is not suspected. Angelus was last seen at the Renaissance Festival this past Saturday. On Thursday, deputies were notified a resident noticed a Jeep Commander matching the description of what Angelus was driving. Police don't know how long the body had been in the woods. An autopsy is being conducted to determine how Angelus died. Detroit police are searching for a man officers consider to be armed and dangerous. They say he shot and killed his ex-wife at a hospital this morning. Police say 53-year-old Mario Green walked into the basement of the Henry Ford Hospital where his ex-wife worked and shot her. The hospital was put into lockdown for a while. Authorities say the 40-year-old victim filed for a personal protection order against the suspect about a month ago. Hospital administrators released a statement offering condolences and called the shooting a targeted domestic violence incident. Police say Green left the scene in a 2011 white Dodge Charger after shooting the victim. A homeowner in Flint says a cat knocking over a candle started her house on fire at the 900 block of Markham Street early this afternoon. Smoke was seen billowing from the home when Mid-MichiganNow reached the scene. One of our photojournalists noticed black smoke marks inside the home and damage to the roof. We have reached out to the Flint Fire Department and are waiting to get more information. The man who pleaded guilty to murdering Oakland County Sheriff's Deputy Bradley Reckling will spend at least 33 years in prison. A judge sentenced Raymond DeBose of Clinton Township this morning. He'll serve 33 to 60 years for the crime, which happened in June of last year. Sheriff Michael Bouchard says Deputy Reckling's devotion to serving and protecting the community will never be forgotten. Bouchard also says today's sentencing provides some closure, although, quote, the loss will forever remain with those who knew and loved Brad. The suspect in a stabbing attack at a Michigan Walmart is ruled incompetent to stand trial. We warn you, some of the video in this report may be a bit disturbing. Bradford Gilley this morning appeared virtually for his competency hearing. The judge ruled Gilley could have competency restored with treatment. He's currently being held at the Michigan Center for Forensic Psychiatry. Gilley faces a charge of terrorism and 11 counts of assault with intent to murder tied to the July 26th attack. Disturbing surveillance video from the attack shows Gilley attacked several people with what police confirm was a folding knife. He was stopped by some Good Samaritans and arrested by police. A proposed constitutional amendment stating lawmakers would not be paid if they miss future budget deadlines is surfacing as negotiations for this year's state budget remain stalled on Capitol Hill. Budgets were supposed to be secured by July 1st, so the deadline has passed. Supporters of the amendment say it would keep something like this pause from happening again.
We would have a lot more seriousness and a lot more urgency out of Democrats if they had skin in the game and their paycheck was on the line.
House Democratic leader Ranjiv Puri says he is willing to have conversations surrounding accountability in the future, but his main focus right now is passing a budget for this year, especially when it comes to schools whose administrators are making tough decisions in the midst of uncertainty. 20 organizations work together to provide Flint residents with support services. Local nonprofits and service providers offering housing and assistance and veterans services were available today at the resource fair at Mott Community College. Vivian Williams, development manager at 100K Ideas, says at the end of the day, they are all there to help people.
So at the end of the day, a lot of people can, or at least everyone, to know that 100K Ideas is a safe space for idea exploration. Whether or not you move forward with that idea for entrepreneurship, you at least know where you can go to start.
The fair was hosted by Michigan Works. You can find more of the organization's events, including a Flint resume workshop, on our website, Mid-MichiganNow.com. Well, conditions have been perfect as first-round action gets underway at the Allied Challenge presented by McLaren. Mid-Michigan Now's Mike Woolfolk has been anchoring our coverage from Warwick Hills Golf and Country Club in Grand Blanc Township. He joins us live from the course. Mike, already there's been some big excitement, right?
Oh, yeah, still a lot of excitement out here today. In fact, that first round action is just wrapping up. I can tell you, looking at the leaderboard, defending champion Stuart Sink right now is the first round leader in the clubhouse. He is 10 under par for the day. Stephen Alker is second with, he's at 8 under, I should say, and Ernie Els in third place at the moment at 7 under par. Now, the big excitement happened early on. There was actually a hole-in-one scored on the famed par 3 17th, which, of course, is the party hole. And, boy, did the crowd there go wild. We could practically hear it across the entire course. But before all of that can happen, or could happen, we had a very poignant opening ceremony that paid tribute to military service members, veterans, and first responders on what is known here as Folds of Honor Friday.
If you meet the world with a godly positive energy and an energy of action, it echoes back.
Is in the 8th grade at
That was Lieutenant Colonel Dan Rooney offering some inspirational words to those who gathered on the 10th tee this morning, before then handing a folded flag to 8th grader Peyton Bowman, who is receiving a scholarship from the Folds of Honor organization. Then it was Peyton's dad, Army Sergeant Jonathan Bowman, who hit the ceremonial first tee shot. And with that, the 2025 Allied Challenge did get underway, with the pros, including, as you see here, a very colorfully dressed John Daly, hit the course for play that counts. As we mentioned at the top, Stuart Sink is our first-round leader right now, but, of course, that could change as we continue through the weekend. Now, it has been a great day for the spectators. The sun is out, and boy, has it really warmed up out here. But everyone is having a great time in a safe environment as they watch some great golf action. And that safe environment is thanks to a great law enforcement team effort that includes federal, state, county, and local departments. Mid-Michigan Now's Courtney Bennett is live by the command center tonight with a look at security for this tournament. Hey, Courtney.
Hi, Mike. As soon as you pull into the Warwick Hills Golf and Country Club, you will see Michigan State Police. They have their command center set up right here. Then if we walk over here, you have the sheriff's office. They are out making sure that people cross the street, as well as Grand Blanc Township Police. They want people to know they're safe here.
Working in conjunction with the Michigan State Police, Grand Blanc City Police Department, our federal partners, ATF and FBI, as well as Genesee County Central Dispatch and Grand Blanc Township and Grand Blanc City Fire Departments.
That partnership is crucial, Grand Blanc Township Police Lieutenant Todd Gilbert says. You know, as soon as you walk up here, there is law enforcement.
It sets the tone that, hey, look, you know, we want you to be here. We want you to have fun here.
Dating back to the Buick Open at Warwick Hills, Grand Blanc Township Police have been here. What's changed over the decades is how they police large events like this one.
I think the last year the Buick Open was down here was 2009, and technology has become a factor. You know, the onset of social media, and then also, you know, our ability to have things like a drone in the air. Cell phone technologies and capabilities have increased since then as well. So definitely that's something that you know, we take into account here.
That drone was used last year. It's an eye in the sky, crucial when you have events like the concert tomorrow night.
You can see everything that normal, when you're walking around, you're not going to be able to see certain things into the crowd.
When people come to large events, they expect to have a high level of safety and security, and that's exactly what they will have here.
There's really no problems even to speak of. Even getting people out of here after the concert, it's safe, it's efficient, and everybody that's working this event really does a great job.
Back out here live, Lieutenant Todd Gilbert, he also wants to remind people that if you plan on drinking here, make sure that you have a safe way to get home. For now, live at Warwick Hills Golf and Country Club outside the Police Command Center, I'm Courtney Bennett. Mike, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Courtney, thank you for that live report. We want to remind everybody there also is a concert happening here tonight. In fact, it should start at any time. War is on stage at the 17th hole. All right, we're going to give you a look at that first round action, some of it anyway, coming your way a little bit later in sports. Alex Eisman has that and a bit more. That's all just a few minutes away. For now, live at Warwick Hills and the Ally Challenge, I'm Mike Woolfolk. Stella, we'll send it back to you now.